Welcome to the Voice of Reason Sports Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the show, leave a comment, and click that like button. Okay, for week 13, I went 9-4. Dell went 10-3. All right, so the Thursday night game, your Cowboys were at home against the Seahawks. You and I both went with the Cowboys. I thought about going with the Seahawks, but that would have been a mistake. Good thing I didn't.
You thought about that really, really quick.
I did. I was like, because I think the Seahawks lost the game prior to this, right? Against the Rams.
I think they played the Rams.
Yeah, they lost to the Rams. And I thought they were the home team. I would have went with the Seahawks if they were the home team. But the fact that they had to travel to Dallas and play this game, and the Cowboys crowd will be getting behind the Cowboys if this was a close one, because they played well. I knew they would come back and fight better, but it'll be hard to pull it off in Dallas. So, yeah.
Yeah, 13-game win streak, you're going for 14 this weekend.
13-game win streak.
My bad, 14-game win streak. We're going for 15.
At home?
At home.
Oh, okay. Let's get ready to save it. What are you talking about? Yes. Right. Okay.
Yeah. Going for 15 straight home game.
Okay.
And averaging, we're by average margin, we're winning those 14 games, 37-16.
Wow.
It's hard to score 37 points a game under any 14 games stretch.
Yeah, that's true. That's impressive. That's impressive. That's why it's important that you guys win this division. So you can
much so. We have to, so we can get the home. I mean, we finally kind of have a home field advantage,
right?
Which we never had.
Mm-hmm.
We never had a home field advantage. It's always been terrible. People just coming in, just do all kind of stuff. Just at Dallas, but now we finally seem like we might have a home field advantage. Got to take advantage of that.
You definitely got to. And you're on the Eagles' heel, so this is a big game you got coming up next.
It's a huge game. The winner of this game might win the division.
That's right. All right, we'll talk more about that when we get to our picks. All right. So Sunday games. Next, we had the Saints at home against the Lions. We both went with the Lions. Like I told you, my heart is with the Saints, but my head, I know better. I knew the Lions were going to win this game, and I knew they were going to jump out big on us. A lot of people are going to tell you that the Saints fought back to get back in this game, and I think they did. I think
they did. Players, right? Didn't they tie it up 25-25?
No,
going down. No.
We cut it to 3.
They cut it to 3. Okay.
Yeah. Final score was 33-28. So at one point it was like was it 21-24? It was at some point we cut it to 3.
Right.
So we had a shot, but yeah, it's just it's just tough, man, because it's like the coaching staff either did not get the players prepared, or the players, the scheme that they're running is just not working defensively and offensively in the first half, and then they figure it out in the second half. But the good thing about it, the players haven't quit. As dismal as this season is.
They play hard to get back, but that's the thing. You exert so much energy just to get back in the game.
And then it hurts you the next week. So that's what my concern. Even though it's a home game, I'm concerned about the fact on how much energy we exerted to come back in this game. You lose Derek Carr. Even though I'm not a big fan of him, he's still the best option compared to Jameis Winston. I think he's the most conservative. He keeps the ball safe. He may not play against the Panthers. So that's my concern going against this Panthers team. But we should win. We're supposed to win. So I'll get to that. But yeah, my Saints, we lost this game 33-28. I believe the Lions took their foot off the gas when they went up 21-0 and allowed us to creep back into it. But we got 5 games to figure this out. And I don't know. So we'll see. Next, we had the Titans at home against the Colts. We both went with the Titans on this. And the funny thing about it, when I text you to say that, man, we undefeated so far, I thought this game was over. The Titans, when I watched it, I was watching it towards the end. The Titans drove down the field in overtime, and I guess it was their first possession, and they kicked the field goal. to take the lead. I thought the game was over. I cut it off. I was like, Titans got this wrapped up. It when I checked again, yeah, Colts won the game. So they got another shot.
Both teams get a chance. You know
what
I'm saying?
That's true. That's true.
If you get that ball first, you got to go down and score a touchdown or a game, or the other team got a chance.
Yep.
So, yeah, man. I mean, it was 25-25. I'm sitting there like, oh, man, this really could go either way. This is what I was worried about. And then I was like, God, why Marvin had to tell me that? Right. Why Marvin had to tell me Taylor was out? I was all on the Titans. I said, I think I'm gonna go.
You were all on the Colts because I still got you written down for the Colts, and I scratched it out. Yeah, man.
Yep. I changed it because Taylor was out.
Yeah.
Hey, look, they got Zach Moss. Zach Moss played good since Taylor been out this year. But
you're right. You're right.
It was a teeter. It was like a little teeter. I knew the game was gonna be close, and I just thought that might be the teetering factor.
Yeah, and the funny thing about it, I just don't know how any team with Derrick Henry and D-Hop can't dominate an opposing team. It's like that is definitely a quarterback problem. You got one of the biggest, baddest dudes at running back for you, and you got one of the biggest, baddest dudes at wide receiver, and you can't take advantage of it.
Well, my thing is, I think that if you score 25 points, you should win the game.
That's true.
So I'm gonna give it up on the defense on that one because you gotta, and there wasn't any pick sixes that I know of in that game.
Right.
So I gotta say that the defense didn't hold up their end of the bargain because they gave them 28. Well, they gave them more than 28.
They gave them 31.
32.
31,
31, yeah, they don't kick the extra point.
They didn't kick the extra point.
So, yeah, it was 31.
Yeah, no, you're right.
For 28 points, you should win.
You're supposed to win. Yeah, you're supposed to win. But I think the biggest problem in this game, so this is how the Colts got back into this game. They blocked 2 punts. Yes, they did. Yep. They blocked 2 punts, and at one point they got the punter hurt.
He got hurt. Yep.
He got hurt. Yep. So they lost the holder for the kicker. Yep. So the Titans had like 2 opportunities to win this game.
Yep.
When on an extra point, Ryan Tannehill is now the holder, and apparently he didn't do it right, and the kicker missed the field goal. And then I think it was another field goal for 3 points that they missed as well. So the special teams coach got fired after this game. I don't know if you saw that. So the Titans fired the special teams coach. Yes, the Colts fired the special teams coach. Yeah, you can't blame the defense on here because you had 2 punts blocked. You can't blame the defense. Teams. Yeah, that's special teams. They blocked 2 punts and got the punter hurt.
That is true. Yeah, I take back what I said about that. I forgot all about they did to get them 2 punts blocked.
I
take back what I said about the defense.
Yeah, because when I started watching this game and they were showing the highlights, I was like, oh my God, really? That's what happened? And the fact that the punter got hurt and he's your holder, that affected your field goal team. I was like, oh man, that's messed up. All right, next slide. We had the Patriots at home against the Chargers. We both went with the Chargers. The Patriot way no longer works. Okay, I think we can all say that. Bill Belichick should be on the hot seat.
They don't have enough talent, man. They just don't have enough talent. There's not enough talent there around them. I don't even know how you can fairly. Well, no, you can't kind of fairly judge Matt Jones because he has made some bonehead plays. Some of them straight bonehead.
Straight bonehead plays, yeah.
So, you can't judge him to a degree. But at the same time, he don't have no talent around him. And if I would complain if I was him. I'm like, hey, man, get me some receivers. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring me no juju, no played out juju.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. In his career, bring him in here who can't even stay on a team.
Right. Right.
Don't bring him in here and talk about, here you go. And that's my best receiver.
Right.
But
so, I guess I don't understand what the coaching staff is doing, right? 1 minute they're in love with Mac Jones, the next minute they're not. And they're pulling him out of the game. They're putting this other kid in. It was Zappy. I forget Zappy. They put Zappy in. And they seem to like Zappy. It's like, well, just play him. What's the big deal? I don't understand it. They don't want to hurt Mac Jones's feelings. I mean, he's obviously not the guy. So go to Zappy, see what you got. So I don't know. I kind of blame the coaching staff, like you said. One, because they're not putting any good talent out there, and two, they're ruining the confidence of Mac Jones. Maybe that explains why he's doing some of these dumb plays, is because he doesn't trust the coaching staff. You know, he doesn't know when he's going to get pulled from the game.
Yeah. You know? If you listen to his interview after the game, he's definitely like, hey, I guess I wasn't playing well. So, they pulled me,
Yeah.
like completely clueless, like on what's going on and what his status is on the team.
Right.
He doesn't know. You could tell by that press conference they had.
Right. And that happened in Europe, right? I don't remember if it was Germany or London or wherever. But they pulled him from the game on the last drive of the game.
Yeah.
It was like, but what's the point of that? So I don't know. Like I said, the Patriot way is just not working. All right. Next, we had the Jets at home against the Falcons. We both went with the Falcons, and the Falcons won this game. Zach Wilson, I mean, I guess he's just done. Right?
Yeah. I mean, you got was that
the Tyler Boyd that started the game, and then Trevor Siemian came in. So so they didn't even go to Zach Wilson, and I think they had already said that he was going to be the third string quarterback, and you lose this game to the Falcons 13-8. So
13-8.
13.
The under was live this weekend. There was a lot of unders.
Yeah. And the crazy part about it, like, the Falcons aren't a good team, and it's crazy that they're likely to win our division.
Wow. Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, man. The Falcons are 6-6, and the Saints are now 5-7, and they already got the head-to-head over. So this is a bad team. But they beat the Jets. Quietly, just beat the Jets in an ugly way, 13-8. We both went with the Falcons on this, so whatever. The Jets are likely done.
Yeah, I don't know if Aaron Rodgers can say them anyway. If he came back, he tried to come back or whatever. Yeah, just sit out, Aaron. Just sit out for the rest.
Just go and just prepare for next season. I mean, at 4-8,
it'll be an amazing story and all that, but
it's not worth it.
You only got a couple more years anyway.
Exactly. All right. Next we got the Steelers at home against the Cardinals. Steelers
flex time. Flex time.
The Steelers lost this game. I was kind of surprised by that.
Yeah, and how they lost too.
Yeah,
they were kind of dominated this game.
Yeah, you're right. And the funny thing about it, Kyler Murray didn't really put up any gaudy numbers. He had 145 yards passing.
Yeah, but I mean, you beat by 14 points, 2 touchdowns at home.
At home. That's the big thing about it. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you went.
But it was a rainy game.
That's right. It was delayed too.
Yeah, it was delayed. They had a rain delay for almost an hour, I think, man. By the time they finished, the other games was well playing.
Yeah. They were over when they started to play again. The other games were over. And let's go and give you credit. The Steelers were 5.5-point favorites here, and you picked the Cardinals.
I picked the Cardinals.
You made a bold pick here.
Had a bold pick, man.
Yeah.
I just figured, I just went with the better quarterback. I just felt like Kyler Murray was going to play better. The Steelers offense is shaky, and the Cardinals showed that, if you're going to be shaky, they'll play decent defense. They'll play okay defense. And so I just went with the better quarterback, less shaky offense.
Yeah, no, it was a smart move. I just didn't think Tomlin would allow the Steelers to lose at home.
You would think.
Right.
Especially to a team in the Cardinals that's been labeled tanking all season.
Right. Are they really tanking? But
hey, I know it's embarrassing when Dallas lost to them, so
it was.
I would imagine. I would imagine.
But this kind of vindicates you guys, the fact that they beat the Steelers. So,
well, they didn't have Kyler Murray back then, so it really doesn't.
oh, that's true. That's
That
right.
was with Dobbs.
That was with Dobbs. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Ugh. All right,
yeah.
next slide. Yeah, we ain't got to spend a lot of time on this. We had the Commanders at home against the Dolphins. We both went with the Dolphins here, and I mean, this thing was ugly. I mean, the Dolphins had 31 points at halftime.
Yeah, man, it just saw Tyreek Hill. He could have went for 250.
Yeah,
if he wanted to. He really could. I mean, they pulled them all in the fourth quarter. They didn't even play the fourth quarter.
Right. I mean, Tyreek Hill had like two receptions over like 50 yards, right?
Oh yeah, for touchdowns.
Yeah, for touchdowns. He was killing them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. I mean, he had like 120 yards in the first half.
Yeah.
And he ended up with 157.
Yeah.
So and
he could have more.
You guys remember, I said if you want to make some money, put Tyreek Hill in for 150 and a touchdown.
Yep.
And that's what he got. He got
you're
157 and a touchdown. Knocked him out because I mean, the Commanders, they just give receivers record days. That's just what they've been doing all year. I don't know if you remember going back to the Bears game.
Moore. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 200 yards receiving.
That's right. DJ Moore had a big game against the Commanders that day.
Huge game. So this is just what the Commanders do.
Well, I mean, they're just padding Tyreek Hill's stats for his 2,000 yards this season and hopefully an MVP.
2,000, 2K.
My man
should be 2K. Is that we got Ricky 2K? We got to get like a name for that, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. MVP Tariq. All right, man. Yeah. Next slide. All right, we had the Texans at home against the Broncos. You and I both went with the Texans here. Texans pulled it out 22-17. I figured the Broncos win streak was going to come to an end here.
Yeah, on the road,
Yeah.
Is Russ going to keep cooking the way he cooking?
He only going to cook so long, you know what I'm saying?
He only going to cook so long. He had to put that on simmer for a while.
Yeah, right. He was like, you know what? Just get some leftovers. Yeah, no, I'm not cooking tonight.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So let's put the microwave. Plop that TV dinner in there.
Yeah, right. So
in the oven though. We're not gonna put it in the microwave. Let's put it in the oven.
Yeah. He took the lazy way on this one, but yeah, I mean, I think the Texans are a really good team. I mean, they're now 7-5 with a rookie quarterback, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I'm watching him play. He's very poised, man. He doesn't. How many years did he play at Ohio State? How many years was he there?
I want to say two.
Yeah, he was there. He was definitely there at least 2 years, but I didn't know if he was there like the year before as a backup or anything.
No. I thought that he started the last 2 years when he was.
Yes, he started the last 2 years. Now I don't know the year before that was he like a backup or something because he just seems very seasoned.
Right. Well, I mean, if you listen to him talk and you watch his demeanor, that just seems to be his personality, this calm demeanor, this positive attitude of I'm gonna just get things done. That's just how it is. It doesn't seem to get too high, doesn't seem to get too low. I think that's perfect for a quarterback, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Texans definitely got them a star there. All right. Next. And I watched some of this game. My wife's a Bucs fan. The Bucs were at home against the Panthers.
What an ugly game.
Yeah. Yep. Bucs won it 21-18. You and I both went with the Bucs here. One of the big stories out of this was Mike Evans had 1,000. This is his 10th straight season with 1,000. 10 straight seasons with 1,000 yards. So yep.
That's Hall of Fame right there.
That's Hall of Fame, and he's got a Super Bowl.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah, got a Super Bowl ring, so he's definitely going to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, 10 straight seasons. He's never missed a season. Well, he's never had a season where he didn't go for 1,000 yards since his rookie year. 1,000 yards. Yeah.
Never had a less than 1,000 yards. That's very impressive.
It is.
I think he's the first one ever to do that too.
Is that right?
Yes, he's the first one to ever do that. Because I think he was the first one to ever do it at 8.
Because you're right. Because even Jerry Rice, his first season, didn't go for 1,000 yards. He had like 900 and something. Yeah. I was like, no way. Jerry Rice had to go for 1,000 yards, every season. But no, and then I think Randy Moss had some seasons where he didn't have 1,000 yards receiving.
Oh, he definitely has some seasons he ain't have 1,000 yards.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
The Raiders and the Tennessee
You're
Titans.
right. I was about to say the Raiders and Tennessee Titans. And then he went back to Minnesota after he left the Patriots.
And that was terrible.
Yeah. It's like, dude, you are ruining your legacy. Don't do this, Randy.
The way that ended. Oh, my
God. Oh, that was ugly. Ugh. Yeah. All right. Next slide.
With him and Brady.
Right. Don't mess that up. All right. Rams at home against the Browns. You and I both went with the Rams, and the Rams ran away with this one, 36-19. Yeah, man. This is
Kyle Williams running the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just outmatched them. I mean, the Browns didn't have no offense. Offense.
They don't. And the Rams have won 3 in a row. Like you and I both said, like when they were losing those games, like, well, I can't pick the Rams until I see Matthew Stafford out there running the offense. He's back. They won 3 in a row. He had 3 touchdowns in this game. He's got both his receivers back. So, yeah, I mean, the Rams are rolling. And I think they moved ahead. They moved ahead of the Seahawks.
Yes, I think so. I think you're correct.
Yeah.
And I think we see the changing of the guard there, man.
What do you mean?
Puka Nacua.
You got it right this time. Puka Nacua.
His name this time. I didn't play with his name this time. I like to call him Pika Pika. I like to call him Pikachu.
Pikachu. Yeah, you was calling the man Pikachu. Grown man called him Pikachu.
But he seems like he's taking over that one role there. And at the Rams, man, he's getting all the yards. He's getting all the targets. Cooper Kupp, I don't even think he had 20 yards receiving.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, we're seeing
it might be a changing of the guard, man. Yeah, man.
It's serious.
Yeah. Serious. So,
I mean, meanwhile, Puka got 105 yards receiving.
Yeah, only on 4 receptions.
Only on 4 receptions.
Yeah. So that's good, man. I mean, the Rams are making a push, man. I got to look at the playoff picture, but I think they're pretty close to be getting those final 3 spots for the wild card spots for the playoffs. Yeah. So
we're getting there. It's coming down to crunch time.
Yeah, and looking at the schedule early on, the Rams in Los Angeles is like, that's a W. That's an easy game for us. I'm not sure if that's an easy game anymore.
Yeah, well, they're not the team they were last year. I mean,
right.
Stafford's back, Kupp is back.
So
they're getting their main players back. And now with the rise of Puka Nacua, he's going to help out that offense as well. So, yeah, and correction, I just checked. Cooper Kupp did have 39 yards receiving.
Oh, okay, so more than 20.
More than 20. Yeah, 39, 6 receptions, 39 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, but anyway, it's a change in the guard, but hey, they still got 2 good receivers, so that's going to be a lot to deal with. So and
Kyron Williams coming on too, the running back.
Oh yeah, that's right. So it's going to be really cool, even though this has kind of been a shaky season, especially from the quarterback position. But it's going to be interesting to see how things shape out towards the end for these final 3 playoff spots in the AFC and the NFC, especially with the Rams making a push like they're doing now. They're surging right now. So, okay.
Yes.
All right. Here was the surprise game, but you and I picked it right. We had the Eagles at home against the 49ers. You and I both went with the 49ers, and the 49ers just demolished the Eagles 42-19 in the Eagles' den. I mean, they put a whipping in the first half. It was kind of close. It was 14-6. The Eagles actually scored first. You know what I'm saying? It looked like it was going to be a dogfight, and then next thing you know, the 49ers just laid it on them.
They went up 6-0. Looked like everything was okay. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching the game with one of my friends, and I'm saying, "Hey man, where's all this misdirection that San Francisco be doing? Like, where's all the crisscross and the motion and all that stuff? What's going on?" And they're not running behind Trent Williams. And the next drive after that second field goal by Philly, they went down 6 straight times. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. I mean, it was just a complete domination. They basically scored 42 points in 3 quarters.
In 3 quarters, yeah, they did. They scored 14 in the second, 14 in the third, and 14 in the fourth.
Yeah, 0 in the first.
They had 0 in the first. Yes.
So it's like they just completely dominated from the second quarter on. They're clearly the best team in NFC and the NFL right now. Yeah, San Francisco is nobody want to play them right now.
But it's funny, you know, San Francisco started out 5-0, and then they lost 3 straight. They lost their mojo. Yeah, and then now they look like the most dominant team then when they were 5-0. They were like the best team in the NFL.
Say is because they had 2 of their top players out in Trent Williams and Deebo Samuel.
Right.
You know, and now since they've been back on the roll. You know, I mean, I can't argue against it because Deebo killed them. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oof. I mean, he can take a simple slant to the house. So Deebo.
He can take a toss. He can take a power sweep, you know, out the backfield.
Yeah.
You know, so take it to the house. He's when he's fully healthy, he's hard to deal with.
He is. He's a dominating player. I mean, his first name, his nickname, it fits. Deebo.
It definitely fits. And he was talking all that cash ass before the game, calling Bradbury trash, and you know what I'm saying. And then they said, "Oh, you wanna kind of restate that?" He's like, "Nah, I stand by what I said."
I meant it.
He ain't back down 1 minute on that.
No.
Oh, they bullied them and beat them up. And
yes, they did.
They play us this week, and I'm gonna love it.
Is this game? This game is in Dallas.
This game is in Dallas. Okay. And Jalen left that game for a little bit. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't.
Left that game a little hurt, a little gimpy, a little bit gimpy. Oof. Yeah. So I'll give y'all another betting tip, like I gave y'all last week when I gave you the 150 and a touchdown with Tariq. Jalen Hurts rushing yards under.
Oh. Okay.
That's your picking. That's your picking.
Okay. Well, remind us again when we do the picks.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Next, we got the Packers at home against the Chiefs.
Ugh.
Oh, well, you and I both went with the Chiefs and the Packers. Jordan Love is putting on a clinic, man. Come on. The Packers won this 27-19, and Jay Love had 267 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. The Packers are now 6-6. Can you believe that? Yeah.
It's what can I say? This is the continuation of the Chiefs struggling on offense.
Yeah.
They're struggling on offense. Their defense is not being what it's cracked up to be. When people say how good their defense is, they're struggling on offense. It's hard to say that with Patrick Mahomes, you know, because we're so used to them putting up all these high points. But if you look at his numbers for this year, he has career worst
lows.
Every category, category, touchdowns, yards per play, everything is low. Is his worst season. You know, so they're starting to find out. Hey, I think we do need some talent at wide receiver.
Well, yeah. I mean, geez.
Because eventually people gonna clamp down on Kelsey. They just are. They know where you want to go. They're gonna clamp down on him.
Yeah, because Patrick Mahomes can't throw the ball to himself. You know, and that's the problem. You know, so man, the Chiefs are gonna struggle, man. I feel for them. All right. Next, we had the Jags at home against the Bengals. You and I both went with the Jags on this one, right? Yeah,
we both did. The
Jags. Yeah,
well, Burrow.
Yeah, of course. But Trevor Lawrence left this game with a high ankle sprain, and it looked worse.
Lyman stepped on his ankle.
Right, but he really bent his ankle. It was like I was concerned that it was broken, and then he got tackled. And he got bent back on his knee.
Yes. So his knee bent all the way back.
Yeah. I was thinking it was way worse. And I thought this dude was going to be out for the season. But good for the Jags that, you know, I mean, the best that could have came out of this was the fact that it was a high ankle sprain. and there's a chance that he can come back. I mean, high ankle sprain takes some time. He's probably going to be out next week and probably the week after. But the good thing is he can come back.
Absolutely. And I thought that you know, the way he was walking off and he couldn't look.
Right. He couldn't put any pressure on it. Yeah.
I thought he was done.
Me too.
Absolutely done.
Yeah, yeah. But this was actually a good game between the two backups. Who's the Jaguars backup? Is it CJ Beathard?
DJ Beathard is San Francisco's old quarterback.
Old quarterback, yeah.
And the Bengals have Jake Browning.
Yes, yes.
Who,
so
wow. I mean, 32 or 37 for 354 and a touchdown.
Yes.
34-37. I mean,
yes.
32-37. You missed 5 passes the whole game. Now, I am going to say that it's a little bit of pad. It's a little bit of pad on that because he was throwing a lot of smoke screens and screens. He was throwing a lot of.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, he threw a lot of good ones to Jamal Chase. Come on now.
Oh yeah, I mean the one long one with I don't know what. Okay, so Jaguars just decided they were going to blitz him every down.
Yeah, they did.
Come on, it's still Jamar Chase out there.
Right.
You can't leave him one-on-one with that guy out here. Just some jag out there.
Yeah,
you're going to put him out there one-on-one press coverage.
Yeah. Come on, I mean the Jags were being a little disrespectful. They were like, "Man, this is Jake Browning."
Yeah, we just going to send the heat. Send the heat.
Yeah, we ain't worried about this clown.
Yeah. Just call him Jake Clowney. You know what I'm saying? And he caught him with the long one. He had a screen pass to win about 40 yards, you know. So he was getting the ball out and, you know, made enough mid-tier plays that, at the end of the day, he had 354.
Yeah, 354, man. He put in some work. I watched this game, man. It was like, yo, this is not bad for a backup. This is more than you could have wanted from your backup.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there like, okay, Jaguars, are you going to learn anything? Are you just going to keep going man to man and keep just sending your linebackers in?
Right.
And just give him free the whole field one-on-one everywhere.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Come on now. You got to go back to what you're doing, bracket chase, and let everybody else win.
Right. Right.
But they weren't getting it. I had the under in this game. You know, it was 13. I think the under in Monday Night Football games have been 12-1 to the under. 12 unders, 1 over in the last 13 Monday Night Football games. All right.
Wow.
So of course I went under in this game thinking Jake Browning, you know, high scoring. They put up 65 total points.
Thanks for joining us again. We do this thing every week. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.